Oh, did you look at that? An atheist civil war. Is that what it, why has everything got to be in like war terms with these people? It's like all constant. Everything's violent. They can't, if it's Christians, everything's war and we're gearing up to fight a battle and yada yada. It's a spiritual battle. Everything's violent, right? I mean, look at it. Is it? Do y'all think it's a war? Is this a war, or is this somebody that a couple shows that did something stupid, and everybody being like, "Hey, what you did was stupid," and that's it, and kind of messed up. But yeah, so the Bob Price MythVision Gnostic informant situation has gone mainstream. That's what we're here to watch. It's inspiring philosophy. This is the first one, y'all, and then this is gonna shoot her all over to everybody. I guarantee it. Watch, like tomorrow, it's gonna be Ruslan talking about it. But anyway, we're gonna get into this. I am Brentley, and this is the Punk Apostate. Let's go. A civil war. All right, here we go.
Reality or anything like that. Price is pop.
All right. So I went a little bit ahead, but I'll back up a second here. Where was that? Okay, I was at 10:30. All right, here we go.
We'll pick sides, and it's sort of like, are you on the woke side or are you on the right side? Like, that's
the correct side, or the right winger side. I think he's just saying the right winger side. And if it then okay, sure.
That's kind of what happened. Okay, so it was like these are labels they're giving each other. You're like the red pill, or you're politically right now, and the other side is like, well, you're woke, you're liberal, that kind of stuff. Okay, not saying these are the
they're like, yeah, well, you're liberal. Yeah. It's just the woke thing. I don't think anybody. I don't think that any of them would be like, yeah, well, you're liberal. What? No, they're just like, you wokester. You're so woke with all your wokeness.
They're chosen labels for their groups. I'm just saying this is sort of what's they're calling each other, the right and the woke.
That's a Western. I feel like the right and the woke. It's a Western that's coming out soon. It's
kind of like split. You have people like Neil of Gnostic Informant, Derek of MythVision, Jacob of History Valley saying, listen, we don't agree with Robert Price's politics, everything he says, but we still want to talk to him about the Bible.
We just don't disagree with his politics enough to not want to talk to him about other stuff and act like the racist stuff he said is not a big deal.
He should be able to platform him. He shouldn't get banned from reality.
That would just be killing somebody. But no, that we're not. Nobody's doing that. That's not a thing. Nobody's banning him from reality. We're just saying when he went on to a show, they were like, okay, guess that show's cool with those kind of people. Don't really want to watch that show anymore. That's it. That's all we're doing.
Or anything like that. The people on the other side going, no, this guy's a racist. He's a homophobe. Yada, yada, yada. He should not be. So that's basically what happened.
He should not be. And that I actually, I agree with inspiring philosophy there. What's his name again? Mike Jones. Wow. Okay. I feel like I know two other Mike Joneses, so this is going to be kind of confusing. Inspiring philosophy. We're just going to call him that. I feel like I actually agree with them there. So like he should not be racist. He should. Nobody should. Because that sucks when people are like that.
And it's not ending there. Then Matt Dillahunty.
Look at the tree. Derek banned you, from his chat. Now who's shutting down free speech, huh?
Started fighting with Gnostic Informant on Facebook. And Matt Dillahunty told Neil to call in to the line. And that went as you expected. When Matt Dillahunty has a mute button, he likes to use it. And
I don't think he used it once. He just talked over. Oh no, I guess he did use it a couple times. Never mind. I take it back. But Neil wouldn't shut up. But Matt did do it a bit too much too. So both sides. Now I'm not going to both sides this thing.
Wednesday stuff really got crazy. Yeah. So Yeah, so that happened, but then right after that, Neil and Derek
Right
of
away.
MythVision
Yeah.
stream on what the situation just happened, and this is
How is that Matt Dillahunty? What is AI doing? What is it doing? That looks nothing like him. That looks more like Heisenberg. You know what? Never mind. Right.
Matt Dillahunty rage quits after inviting me on, and listen, a lot of stuff was said. I think not everything was accurate on either side, but a lot of stuff was said. Meanwhile, while that is going on, there's another stream going on, lesser known, on Captain Dadpool's channel.
Got a shout out, Captain. Where is he? Is Captain Dadpool here yet? Where's Captain Dadpool? Somebody give him a call. Tell him that they're talking about him on Inspiring Philosophy.
This is what
Who is mainstream, by the way. Okay, so he was mentioned on a mainstream show. He was on Tim Pool, with Deconstruction Zone. All everybody mainstream that goes on Tim Pool. So
the people on the left, and here's what they're saying. And like everyone showed up for this. Like everyone. Like there are people coming in and out. Shannon.
There's Ryan. Where's Ryan? I wanted to pause it here because I was like, when I was going over this, it was really fast, But look, there's Kip, Captain Dadpool, of course. We got Ryan. We've got who else? We got Jess. Is that Jess? Yeah, Jess. We got who else? Who else we got here? Who's that? I don't know this one. And Kara. I don't know. I actually need to meet these people. These three, I don't know. I don't know these three. I need to get to know them.
And Q was there for a while. I mean, boo boy. So a lot of people have sort of in the atheist community have definitely taken the sort of left side of this debate and have sort of said no.
And I love that he's like, pretty much everybody. Hold on, let me go back. Do you hear that? He's like, and so you got Derek from MythVision and Gnostic Informant on one side, and everybody else on the other side. That's how this goes. Those are the two sides right there. Them two and everybody else, because that's how it's going.
I mean, boo boy. So a lot of people have sort of
boy. Is that what he just did?
In the atheist community have definitely taken the sort of left side of this debate.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You mean the correct side of this debate? But yeah.
And have sort of said, no, we're done with MythVision and Gnostic Informant and Neil and yada 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 and Jacob Hansen and all this stuff.
Well, they could if they wanted to. I feel like there's still room for redemption as long as they went and maybe signed up for the Creator Accountability Network. If they wanted to actually work with the community and make sure that they're not bringing on people that are harmful, like in a lot of ways. Jeez Louise. Anyway. Yeah, Creator Accountability Network at creatoraccountabilitynetwork.org. If anything I say is harmful to you or someone you know, please file a report at creatoraccountabilitynetwork.org or call their hotline, which is 617-249-4255. They're also looking for volunteers. It's a really great organization, and they could really use your help specifically. So go ahead and head over there, check that out if you believe in keeping the atheist community or whatever community you're part of safe. All right, there we go. Moving right along.
So there's a whole group of them in this stream, and
a whole group of them.
I don't know about you guys, but boy, the religious language was coming through. Like I listened to some of this, not all of it, but it was like, we really want to save MythVision and Gnostic Informant from their evil right-wing grift or whatever. And I was like, okay, like
I don't think they used the word save. Come on, man. Really? Yeah, oh yeah, that's what they were saying. Like, we would love to save the souls of MythVision and Gnostic. I'm sorry. I mean, we just want them to not be racist, and not be like platforming racists and stuff and transphobic, homophobes and everybody.
You guys are not really helping. Like, you guys are kind of proving their point, but that you guys can be religious is all I mean. But I mean, that's just generally what happened. So
you mean just having some moral standards within a community? That's like, geez Louise, that's not being religious, dude. In fact, religion does the opposite. They're the ones that harm people, and then everybody's like not allowed to talk about it because the institution of the church matters more than the safety of the children that go there. Anyway,
what is going on? Generally, there seems to be a split right now all over Robert Price. Hold on, let me get out of this. Should you platform him or not?
Not. You should not. He doesn't need to be platformed. Why is he even back in the public conversation?
Some of the people in the atheist community or identify with that label say, yes, we should be able to platform him. We should be
just two. Just like this. Yeah, that's it. Just MythVision and Gnostic Forum. That's it.
able to bring him on, not talk about politics, but talk about Bible, history, stuff like that. The other side, which seems to be the majority.
I mean, no, I don't like the word tribalist. I mean, in group, out group ish, you know, I guess that's not really a word, but you know, but no, I mean, it's just having standards. It's just recognizing that if I have a friend, right, that is a, like, let's say I have a black friend, right? Not saying that means I'm not racist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, let's say I have a black friend, right? But then I go around a different friend, right? And he's like saying the N-word and stuff, right? And then I bring that friend that says the N-word and stuff, and I go around a bunch of friends, right? Those friends are gonna be like, isn't that the guy that like says the N-word and stuff, man? And then they go to your black friend and they're like, hey, man, you know that he's hanging out with this other guy, you know, this, and that guy goes, well, now I don't feel safe around you because you're hanging around the guy that's just out. Like, I don't know if he's talking like that, if he's going to Klan rallies and stuff. Like, it does that. Now I don't feel safe in this community because of you having that friend and you know, acting like it's no big deal. That's what this is like.
Majority of people at this point.
It's not tribalist. It's just having standards and like having some compassion for people, you know, and caring about people feeling safe in the community.
They're saying like, no, this stuff shouldn't be platformed. He's an evil racist, yada, yada, yada. We should just excommunicato him. That kind of stuff is what's going on.
I mean, he hasn't been communicado for so long. Like, I don't even know why this person matters at all. Anyway.
However, a lot more is going to come out. This is not going away. This is going to get bigger. Neil of Gnostic Informant has said publicly he's working on a video where he has a lot more information coming out on these people.
He said a matter of days too. You know, it's been days. It's been days. It's been like 5 days. You know, I'm getting tired of checking.
I don't know what's in there. I don't know what's going to be said. I don't know how bad it's going to be or if it's going to be that bad. I don't
think it's going to be that bad. I think he's going to be grasping. That's what because I mean, that was what we got the last time when he was like putting up these really like quick like tweets or whatever of Jessica HQ and being like, look, she's crazy. She's crazy. And he put them up like real fast. And so like, she's getting her car stolen all the time. She's getting her bank account hacked all the time. Man, she's nuts. And he puts them up there like for half a second and takes them all down. They come up, goes down, and then he's moving on. So I think it's probably going to be more bullshit like that.
I don't know, but things are going to keep heating up. What should we do as Christians when something like this happens?
This is what I want to know. What should we do as Christians when this happens? Get out the popcorn. I don't know what they're gonna say, but like this was what I'm here for. It was kind of their commentary on the matter. How's everybody doing? Everybody feeling okay? I know we're doing it again. All right, look, this thing's still happening, so we're still talking about it. Okay, but yeah. So and like I said, like once I saw they were talking about Captain Dapple, Ryan was on. It's awesome. Like everybody, you know, they're talking about everybody, right? Anyway, who won today? Oh, Hecklick. How's it going, Hecklick? Hecklick won. Well, let me pull that up on this one. Still, I need new equipment. I'm sorry. I know I say that every time, but like, I really do. Anyway, oh no, wait, what the heck? That's weird. Drazilla won. Okay, Drazilla won. And then Hecklick was second. I'm sorry. I didn't, you know. I know Drazilla like threw her hands up. Was what? I was the one that. Oh my god, this is bullshit. What is even the point? And then the Drazilla. Hold on, you can't be first and third. That doesn't. Hold on. Who's actually third? What's going on here? All right, Trees. Trees was third. All right, Chud Bro Bigot platforming. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. And Worm Food was here as well. It's an honorary mention for Wormform. Let's see. It said OFC. What is OFC again? Some kind of fighting championship. What is it, right? It's like the OFC. It's like the UFC, but for old people. I don't know. I don't know the shorthand stuff. I always forget. Anyway, they'd try to make it a whole culture war. This is 100% just Derek setting up a grift. Huh? I can see that. Just trying to kick some shit. Just trying to kick some shit to be, as Matt would say, relevant, right? Baba, what's going on, dude? How you doing? Hey, Buck, Apostate in Brazil. We're not one person, you know, okay? There should be an and in there somewhere, all right? Distinguish us individually. God damn, what the hell are you even doing? Jeez Louise. Talk about rude. Anyway, AR's here. What's going on? How you doing? Evil atheist, man. Rage quits. Yep, he did. He rage quitted his own show. It's like, okay. And Khaleesi, hey, what's going on? Khaleesi's everywhere. She's in all of the line chats, doing the Lord's work for Jimmy. But all right, where else? Who else we got here? Wait, I thought I saw some. Oh, and AR. Hey, AR. Did I say AR yet? Anyway, AR is here. Okay. How's it going? We got Guillermo. How we doing? What's up? So we could be tribalistic but not religious. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I guess I read that incorrectly before. No, yeah, I guess that's true. I don't really like that word tribalistic just because it just, I don't know. It just has like a different sounding meaning. And anyway, don't want to get into it. Discourse, how you doing? My daughter Willow, Amidala is being whiny. Please tell her to chill. I will tell her as soon as she's right up. But as soon as I get back, I'm going to tell her. Okay. But thank you for trusting me with that information, passing that information for you. Okay. Brent, what's going on, dude? It's so weird saying hi to Brent because that's my name. So it's just, and it's usually in my world, I don't run into a whole lot of Brents, just in the atheist community for some reason. You know, I don't know what it is, but there's a bunch of us there. It's like to the point where you got people putting their last initial because otherwise you mix us all up. Just a bunch of B's in the chat there. Anyway, Kent, what's going on, dude? How you doing? Suck and. Yeah, that's what you were saying. I get it. Yeah, totes. Suck and. I know, right? Anyway, all right, here we go. John, what's up, John? How you doing, dude? Little comrades. How you doing? So, all right, now we're back to the fun. Ready for the IP? Doesn't IP like mean something? Like, what is like the original, the IP? What does IP mean? That's a shorthand for something too. I suck at shorthand. I didn't even know that was a thing you could be bad at, but I'm bad at it.
This is a very, very good time to stop because I already see this temptation with a lot of Christians, and I wanted to jump on this first. I see a lot of temptation with Christians to start gloating.
Jason, what's going on, dude? How you doing, man?
Mocking. Haha, look at them fighting. Getting into this. I get my title a little clickbaity. I get it, but I wanted people to watch.
Oh, okay. Well, at least he admits it. He's like, look, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the violent wartime rhetoric as far as the atheist civil war goes. Atheist civil war, all caps. The return of Robert Price, and it's a subtitle too. It almost feels like an atheist. I mean, like an atheist Marvel movie. Atheist Civil War: The Return of Robert Price. Yeah, no. Just anyway.
What I really, really want to encourage people right now to do is to, as I told these guys, we need to be, as Jesus said, the city on a hill. Okay, try to be there.
What? All right. Remember, Jesus said to be a city. Y'all know what I mean by that, right? They're like, fucking, how do we be we're supposed to be a city? I don't even know what to do with that.
As this fighting is going on, listen.
What's up, Burns? Did I say hey to Burns? Hey, Burns.
Don't try to jump in and take.
No, I know. Baba said it stands for inspiring philosophy. No, I know that, but doesn't IP have like a different? Isn't there like a regular shorthand that also means IP that IP also stands for? Where it's like the original intent or something, or like the IP or so. Anyway, Never mind.
sides, because again, at the
But thank you, though. I appreciate the.
end of the day, all of us are sort of on the outside looking in, trying to go like, what's going on, guys? Are you okay? Does someone need to chat? If someone needs to talk, listen to them. Just
Insipid pedantry. What? Is that what? I didn't say that right. Hold on. Insipid pedantry. Yeah, that was it. You nailed it. I forgot. I just always forget stuff.
try to see
Internet protocol.
ways you can
I don't know if any of these are. I don't know if y'all are making fun of me right now.
make better conversations with people currently involved in this kerfuffle. Can we work with them? Can we talk to them?
Called it a kerfuffle.
I think this is a great opportunity to open avenues. As is, Stephen was just on History Valley the other day talking about Pauline authorship. That's the kind of stuff we want to try to utilize this for, to see how can we build bridges, how can we move forward. As you know, a couple months ago, MythVision and I had some fighting. And in all this, he called me and apologized. And I said, you know what? I was probably rude too. I apologize as well.
What were they fighting about? What the hell? What is wrong with Derek? Okay. I know he used to be a UFC fighter. Now he's doing it all like online and stuff. What the hell's going on?
And trying to, patch up some things. That's what we kind of want to do. So don't try to encourage this. Try to see if there's any way we can build bridges, get people to work together. You're going to be seeing some more of this stuff happening, and I want you all.
So it's interested prostitute. That is good. I mean, that's the one that I usually use, but there's not very many. They're not very interested in me.
To be aware, so you know how to take the mature path in this and try to.
Let's don't correct and say the mature way to say mature.
Just be friendly, be Christ-like. Don't do dawa.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No. What? Dawa. What? Is that another language?
No challenges to Mokabobakala.
Yeah, so it's gonna happen. We're gonna see that in the video now. It's taking form and uploads. He's
That's how. Honestly, that's how they should just settle this.
That's how it is settled.
Listen, we're saying
Derek
right now.
versus somebody
What the fuck? What are they talking about?
else and a Mubakala.
Mubahala. All right, I want Gnostic Informant and Neil on one side, and I want Matt Dillhunty and Ricky Brock on the other side. You guys do a Mubahala, okay? It's the only way we can settle this.
What the hell is a bahala? I don't know things.
It's the only way.
Damn it.
It's the only way out.
So any of you guys want to sort of comment on this whole spiel? Did I miss anything? There's a lot going on. Real quick, I just want to say one more thing is there's a lot of fighting.
Just because, yeah. Translation. Let's see if there are ways we can take advantage of this, cash in, recruit, make money, etc.
Going on Twitter, for example.
100%. Yep.
So let me put up this tab.
We can use this to save souls or grift everybody into our cult.
Tab here. Again, everything I'm talking about is public. So, Captain Dadpole the other day said,
"Oh, Dawa is an invitation to join in." I don't feel like that was what they were just talking about. Like everybody can join in to the fight. Is that what it is? Like a dog pile kind of thing?
I've deleted all the posts I've made over the last few days. It might go dark for a while. I stand by everything.
There's Captain Dadpool. There he is. Right there. That's I can read it. I can read it on this one because IP actually knows how to put up a screen,
But things have gotten insanely personal, and a lot of people are coming after me right now. But
the compliments that I give this guy are weird.
I have a life outside, which is fair. We all have lives. But then right after that, or just a couple hours ago, I was checking, and he's like,
I really don't have much of a life, I'm going to be honest.
F it. I'm not going anywhere. You came to the woke mob. Bigot. I didn't say it. I modified it.
Good job. Hey, well done on that. Good job. Wow.
Bigot.
He's not allowed to say biatch. I guess. I don't know. I guess, why? It's because it's misogynist. Probably. No, he doesn't care about that.
I've been doing this the entire time. You're the ones who demand that I pick sides. You're just mad that I didn't come. You get the point. Okay. And then the Pokemon song apparently gave him strength. Is that the Pokemon song? I don't even know.
Song restored my strength. I don't get it.
But anyway, that's where we're sort of at. Okay.
Yeah.
So any of you guys want to add anything here? Anything?
Right. This is where I wanted to get to. So I wanted to just get to what their opinion is on all of this, because I think we can all learn a little something.
I think what you said was wise. I just looked up there's a proverb, Proverbs 26:17, advising Christians. It says, this is the NIV, like one who grabs a stray dog by the ears. I'm not calling atheists here stray dogs.
Okay, well, because it sounded like you were for a second there.
Is like someone who rushes into a quarrel not their own. Right? This ain't our fight. You know what I mean? We don't have to rush into it and pick a side. I know a lot of conservatives or Christians tend to be more on the conservative side politically, not always, and free speech.
Auburn said that we can call men bitches, but that's it.
And
just men and children. Okay.
You know, I have my own opinions, and I personally, I wouldn't have like completely just deplatformed Price or whatever, but I guess he did say some pretty crazy stuff. But like,
oh wow, okay, so even there, oh look at Mike Jones over here. It's like, I don't know, you know. So he said some racist stuff. Big deal. Racism's like mainstream these days, you know. Have you seen the government?
I mean, here's the thing. I think he said some stuff he shouldn't have said, but I also think the other side turned it into much bigger than it needed to be. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what happened. It's like, you know, he said some.
He turned it into much bigger than it needed to be by being like, hey, you know, we don't want to watch a show and we don't want to be associated with a show that platforms him. That's it. That's what we did. They always act like we show up with pitchforks or something, you know, and just start like just acting like we're gonna just burn, like literally burn them at the stake. It's like, no, dude, we're just gonna take our attention elsewhere. That's it.
Some stuff, and then that caused a catalyst, and then other people got mad, and then other people got mad. It's just like one of those things. It's like snowball.
Well, I think Derek and Neil's point is that radical statements on the other end of the spectrum have been made by other people that are being platformed on those channels. So they're looking for consistency.
What the fuck? What? Oh, come on. What? Like the extremists, the extremists on the left were saying stuff about white people. So same. It's the same, you know, because there's all that history of black people owning white people. No, there's not.
Not hypocrisy. Yeah. I think that's their argument, if I'm understanding it correctly.
Right. No, that's a good point. Their point, that's something I wanted to bring up and forgot. It's they have seen people on the left of this.
There, Robert Price is closer to them on political, but further on the God question. Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you talking them here? Yeah, they're like, we agree with them, just on the politics stuff. You know, he's still wrong about God, but
debate, say things that are bad, like, you know, you see in Derek's video, for example, like things like, you know, like, or, you know, I'm anti-white. Haha, I'm just joking. Okay, like, you know,
come on, man, that's not a thing, dude. Like anti-white, come on. Jesus, I hate it when people try to compare that shit. They're like, oh yeah, being anti-white and being anti-black, that's basically the same thing, you know? Like it's not. First of all, whiteness isn't even really a thing. It's the negation of a thing. It's saying if somebody is white, they're saying that they're not a person of color. That's like what that word means. It's not a thing. That's why it's when you're saying you're proud to be black, that's not the same thing as saying I'm proud to be white. Because if you say you're proud to be white, you're basically saying you're proud to not be black. That's why it's fucked up.
You shouldn't be anti-white. That's racist. Like,
no,
that's
it's
just
not
wrong. And
oh my God, what the hell?
Ridiculous. But I mean, people on that side can say things and it's okay for them to get away with it. But if Robert Price says some things or people platform him, they're somehow associated with all this.
It's just like he's acting like the history never fucking happened. This is where it gets so irritating. You know, it's like, oh yeah, like the whole like slavery, all that type of stuff just never happened. And it's just all things equal in every direction.
Racist and political view nonsense. I mean, it's like, that's a little extreme. I think that, as you said, Stephen, I think you're right. They just want consistency.
But no, you were saying that you don't know IP's political alignments. He's on the right. I mean, I don't know. He went on to Tim Pool to debate with Deconstruction Zone about how Christians ended slavery and stuff, and so it doesn't count. If there was slavery advocated in the Bible, it doesn't count because anyway. But no, he's definitely on the right. Just given that one conversation I saw, just going on Tim Pool to take the right side stance is just okay.
Yeah. I mean, they've definitely, there's been some things that have been said about people's appearance and all kinds of other things on the other side, and so.
What? Said there's been things said about people's appearance. That's the same. That's the same as saying racist things.
Yeah, it's just a lot of finger pointing, and it's pretty crazy. But yeah.
I really,
well,
just two things from my end. I'm just going to say is don't take this as an opportunity to advance your social or social politics or your fiscal politics or anything like that.
I feel like this guy looks like a character from Grand Theft Auto 3. I don't know why. I get this Grand Theft Auto vibe from him for some reason. Something about him.
We are of the kingdom of
And this guy. I get you know what? I get a thumb. I don't know. I get a thumb vibe from him. I don't know why. It's not here. No, I'm not saying he looks like. I'm not messing with people's looks. I'm just saying I just get that vibe.
Of God, not the kingdom of Republicans or Democrats. And the second one would be what Mike said. Basically, don't get involved. This is
stay out of it.
This is between them and them.
Yes, them and the other thems.
Go out celebrating or making fun of people. And if you see atheists on either side of this debate being like hurt, and you can tell that they're in need of a friend or something like that, extend out that hand. Even if you guys disagree with them, be somebody that they can come to in their time of need.
Yeah.
And just be a friend, even if you wish you were on the other side of the debate because you disagree with them. But, be a friend and gently try to get them to switch sides or something. I don't know.
I think scripture speaks to this, that as much as lies within you, live peaceably with all. And sometimes it's not possible, and that's probably what will happen in some circumstances with people. I think all
just breeze over Bible verses that are worded in the weirdest goddamn way, and I'm just expected to know what the hell they're talking about. Like, what even verse was that?
of us would say that we've had friendly conversations.
No, I'm not going back. Hell no.
With people on both sides of the argument.
Got to make it through this thing.
I mean, I look at guys in one video. I've done videos with them. They've been on my channel. I've been on their channel. We've had good discussions on both sides. Like you just said, even just this week, last week, I was on, History Valley. I'm going to be on Neil's channel on Saturday.
Nice.
So, I mean, Kip Davis and I have done work together.
Skeptically pissed. What's going on? How we doing?
Derek and I have done work together.
Just Kip Davis again. Okay.
I've debated Robert Price.
Well, debating is a different thing. Okay. I would be fine with that, honestly, because you're pushing back. It's the platforming of somebody and then acting like they don't also have those views. If you platform them to bring up those views and then push back, and then I feel like that's a different situation.
I've been on 2 platforms with him. He's always been nice to me. He's always checked in on my family. I don't agree with everything he says either. I mean, so
they act like it's okay. This is what gets really frustrating. And I got a bunch of comments about this too. Oh, if you can't, if you have to agree with everybody in the atheist community, it is a cult. This isn't about agreeing. Obviously, I don't agree with a bunch of people. It's not, but this isn't just a disagreement. This is, again, somebody in the community or trying to make themselves a prominent member of the community who makes people feel unsafe. That's what it is. It's, and the people, like the members of the community, like feeling safe is more important to me than hoisting some shit scholar up on their shoulders and saying it's okay or whatever.
Had encounters. All 4 of us have had encounters with people that are on both sides of this debate. And, I have respect for some of them. Some of them it's hard to have respect for. But at the end of the day, our job is to live peaceably with all if it is in our power to do so. If they choose.
Sometimes I don't have the power to not be at peace. I just got to be fighting. That's the only thing, I only had a little bit of power, so I had to keep fighting with everybody.
Choose war. Well, what do you do? You hit the block button. That's all you can do.
Yeah. My mentality has always been, if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. If you're mean to me, I'm going to push back. Like, if you're going to come after me and I see it as worthy to respond to, I'm going to match the energy. And I'd prefer that everyone sort of gets along and we have great conversations. And I hope this is an opportunity to sort of build bridges with people that have in that community. Because
that's why it's weird. It's like, somebody that's like real. So if like a very harmful person was nice to him, you'd be like, hey, he was nice to me. I don't know. I know he's a white supremacist, but he was nice to me. Yeah, you're white. Of course he was nice to you. Like, but that's not a disqualifier for you.
Because it seems like for a while there's been a lot of heat, a lot of drama, and I'm hoping that maybe somehow something good comes out of this and that starts to go away and we start to say, hey, we can all be nice to each other even though we disagree on certain things. Like, that's what I want to see Christians trying to use opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. So calling a black man a thug isn't some petty, unimportant quibble. It's a fundamental issue that goes to the heart of who we are and what we stand for. Yeah, and beyond that, like, I mean, not only did he say that, but he also like went and did this whole like I don't know what it was, like a blog or something, like against Black Lives Matter and stuff, and called it Black Lives Matter and shit. It's just like insane. It's just an insane thing to do. Like
this to make. Don't use this to burn down and destroy. Use this to build up if you can.
John, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I wanted to update everyone on what's sort of going on in this sphere.
I think some of us have seen, because we have interacted in these circles, some of the nastiness on a particular side. And so we're not entirely surprised either, though. Like I'm trying to say that it's generally and almost overly annoyingly vague as
God, he looks just like I'm sorry, this dude's throwing me, man. He looks just like the show Medium? Was that the show? Remember the boss, the detective guy, the boss of the fucking, I don't know what it was. So she was a medium and she was trying to help the cop guy anyway.
But
I can't think.
I've seen certain behavior from some of the individuals on that, and it's just like, and Stephen, you've been on the brunt of some of that stuff, and I'm not entirely shocked that this behavior probably should have been called out on their side a long time ago.
What it's wait, are you saying calling out? Is that what you're saying? The behavior of calling people out needs to be called out. That's what that is. Like, fucking what?
Kind of weird that how it's all come to fruition, but I totally get some of the frustration with the kind of mob mentality from certain.
Well, we've seen it.
The kind of mob mentality of just when people are racist, calling them out for it.
We've directed us.
Yeah, and I think that's the point, because guys like Derek or Neil and others, I mean, they've reached out to some of us.
The crazy thing is, all of these people, they're like, I guarantee they're like on the right and everything, like, and they're going, oh, this mob mentality, it's all bad. That like all of the Google and Disney and all these other like companies and everything, they're fucking scared to like even mention that Pride Month exists because of the mob mentality of these psychos. But it's okay when you're hating on gay people, I guess, right? It's just when the mob actually stands for good stuff that's when it's a problem,
because they saw it happening toward us in some context that we didn't even know existed. But once it became personal to them, it was like an eye-opening experience. Like, oh man, if they do this to them, they do it to me, they do it to anybody. And so, we were able to reconcile some.
Goddamn right. That's why you shouldn't be racist or shitty or homophobic or transphobic. Just like, don't be shitty.
Relationships here. I mean, I think all of us have been hard on some of these guys in videos we've done, and we've been able to do some little reconciling there too. And I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. This has brought out the worst in people, but it's also brought out some good too. So I think that this can, like you said, Michael, I think this can really open an opportunity for us to be that light on the hill, that city that shows forth the truth of the gospel. And I've seen
you just get ready. Derek's going to be there asking forgiveness from Jesus any minute now.
Positive effect.
Going to pull a Russell Brand. You'll see.
So that already. I don't know what the Lord will do with those things, but
hey, Ryan, you were just in there. You were just on this. You were just in this video, Ryan. Did you know that? I keep on being able to show people they're in other videos. It's been kind of weird. I almost want to take it back and show her. But anyway, no, check out the IP video. You were front and center in this video at one point.
My goal is just to
Ryan's like, what? Why was I? No, it's just he brought up the Captain Dadpool stream, and you were like on the. He's like, he was walking everybody through what happened, and he was like, when that stream was going on, then Captain Dadpool had his stream, and he pulled it up and showed it, and there you were.
Be who I
Pretty
always
cool.
have been.
So,
I'll be there for these.
You are mainstream famous now, Ryan. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Okay, he's been on Tim Pool, so that's why he's mainstream. Plus, he's got like almost half of. Well, I was gonna say half. Yeah, 500,000. I think he's got like 500,000 subs. So.
Guys, if they want to, anybody wants to call me, they can call me. I mean, they have access to me. If they want me on their channel, I'll be on
And
there.
if you want somebody to have access to you, that didn't sound as sexual as I was hoping it would. I thought it would sound a bit more like racy when I said it. But and go to adamandeve.com. Enter Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley. That's Brently at checkout. And get yourself your exclusive offer. Okay, it's really good stuff. You get, like I said, it's like 50% off almost any one thing. Okay, you should do it. Go buy your butt stuff.
Their channel. I'm on people's channels I don't agree with all the time on major facets. And people on my channel I've taken criticism for having certain people, including people in these video clips that are problematic. I've had them on my channel just to show signs of peace. And of course,
okay, but it's not just disagreeing, man. This is where I get so it's like an equivocation. They sit there and say that like calling out somebody that makes the community unsafe for minority groups, calling that out is just, and it's like, it's just a disagreement. We have different ideas about economic theory. No. Okay. It's not the same fucking thing.
a couple of them backfired, but I mean, I did all I could do. I did all I could do to show grace. I mean, that's all
I've had Kip on my channel. I've had Derek on my channel, and I got along pretty good with both of them.
Well, Kip is awesome. That's why.
Me and Kip talked about some Dead Sea Scroll stuff, stuff that's his expertise.
I was literally just watching his video about that. That's really funny.
Even criticizing other apologists who are like overstating things,
overdoing it.
Yeah.
making corrections where corrections needed to be made. And I think,
do they not?
but yeah, I've had.
Do you not hear yourself right now? Like we're not talking about disagreements and fucking scholarship, dude.
He knows his stuff.
Kip
Oh
knows
yeah, I dude, Kip gets a lot of flack from our side, but like he's been nothing but kind to me.
Yeah,
like him.
What is he getting flack for? What? Where? What's he doing?
Josh Bowen, I consider them friends. We might disagree with each other in a lot of places, but like
They're
they've
sharp
never
guys.
mistreated me.
Yeah.
Sharp guy. They're sharp, man. They are on it. Okay, they are sharp. They're bright. They are bright young men. Yes, they are. Very much so.
They're sharp guys.
Yep. So,
It sounded good.
all right, I'm gonna do some of your super chats here because I've been rambling for a
I
while.
don't know why it just sounds funny when people say it. It reminds me of my dad. My dad used to call people sharp, and it just sounds old manny. Yeah, old manish, old manly. No, never mind. You don't forget.
Also, thank you, Joshua, for
Ridiculous.
becoming a member. Much appreciated. IP in the back rooms.
Oh, you're reading. Andrew's like, what the hell? What? Yeah. Atheist Civil War. When did that happen? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's clickbait. That's all. And it has a subtitle: "The Return of Robert Bryce."
No, I'm in a
That was my best Seth Andrews right there. That's what I did.
hotel. It does kind of look like it from the. But it's,
Now that he said it, I can see it.
Mike, what's that behind you?
what? No,
IP in the toilet. Oh man, I get it. I had to say it out loud. So I was just like, what?
I'm in a hotel room in outside of London somewhere. Like there's like, I'm surprised how much farmland there is. It's like an hour outside of London. Like there's sheep like across the road. Like did not expect that.
In London? What? That's crazy. I don't know how London works as far as sheep.
IP work.
I don't know a whole lot about sheep in the UK. I don't know much about UK sheep. That's what I was trying to say.
Where are you? Why is the room so yellow? I'm in London. I'm in a hotel room.
Obviously, in London, everybody knows they have yellow rooms everywhere. Wait, hold on.
It's 1:30 a.m. here. So as soon as we're done, I'm going to bed.
Everybody knows when it's 1 whatever at night, rooms turn yellow.
Okay, because I got to get up and I got to debate Stephen Law.
Oh yeah.
This reminds me of the atheist wars on South Park. What? Oh crap! Oh yeah, that was like in there. The Cartman goes to the future, and they're fighting over what should atheists call themselves.
How are you allowed to watch the South Park? You're not allowed to watch that. You're a Christian.
I remember that. Yeah, but this one's more interesting. I'll say that. One thing
they had an atheist wars episode on South Park. Of course they did. I don't know why I'm asking questions like
you
that.
do pray for them to come to Christ. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The thing to do. I love it. You know what we should do with this situation? Pray for the atheists to be Christians. That's right. You know, as if you're not already doing that constantly. It's like it's just this one time. Just in situations like this, you pray for atheists to not be atheists.
IP David Wood didn't answer this because he's a coward. So I'll ask you: did you think that God picked Judas to be the catalyst, or would Christ have been killed regardless? Yes and no. Since I'm a Molinist, I take a Molinist approach to this, and that, yeah, he was picked from God's middle knowledge, but that's just because Judas would have chosen evil regardless of what possible world would have happened.
That's so weird. What a weird that feels like a determinist position, or I guess it'd be Calvinist, right? Like, hey, Judas is always going to be evil, no matter what world. Like, because I always felt like God picked him to go to hell. Like he was just like, I made that guy just to go to hell and have his guts spill out everywhere or whatever. Like that, there was some version of one of the stories or whatever. His stomach falls out. Anyway, but this was weird. Like God created a person just to like betray Jesus, and then that person goes to like the deepest, darkest circle of hell, and God made him just for that purpose. But yet, oh no, he was going to choose it. So it's good. No, God didn't make him for that. He was going to be bad of his own volition.
And I think, yeah, Jesus would have been killed regardless because of the depravity of humanity.
It's not metaphysically or logically necessary that Judas was the one. So it's like, it's not fated or determined.
So it couldn't have been just anybody. It couldn't have been just a different person. Could have been Peter, right? If Peter just decided whatever to betray Jesus after he's done cutting people's ears off and shit. It's like, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna go. But that's the thing, though. Is it had to be Judas, right?
At least on our view.
Mm-hmm. You see, atheism is obviously false because there are so many different denominations.
The irony of them laughing about that is pretty damn hilarious, because the whole thing is the reason that Christianity is obviously false is because nobody can demonstrate that their faith is more accurate than anybody else's. And it's almost like they recognize that, but at the same time, they're so dumb. I know he's trying to be funny, whatever. But like, it's just funny because they're like, oh, and even the people that don't believe X, like they all disagree. And it's like, yeah, because it's a not believing in something, you fucking idiot. Like
they are splitting into denominations for sure.
He doesn't even, he's like, I'm not even going to explain this because it'll actually make us look pretty dumb because, yeah, the denominations thing hurts us really.
IP, can you do a live stream responding to the Orthodox Muslim? And Dean responds if you could. I did.
Zilla, hey, how many? What? Hold on, sorry, I gotta get Zilla's comment up here. 12 months. Wow, thank you so much. That is awesome. Jeez, you've been a member for a while. I said, love you keeping us up on the drama hashtag, but that's not. That's just the star drama star. Yes, you bet. Hey, we're gonna keep looking at, keep an eye on this until the cows come home. Because look, like I said, it hit the mainstream. It's on IP now. Now Ruslan's gonna catch on, okay, and it's just gonna go crazy from there. You're gonna see. Watch pretty soon. Daily Wire is gonna be talking about. Actually, the Daily Wire is pretty irrelevant these days. It's gonna be on. Who's like a big show? Osmond Gold. Yeah, there you go. That weirdo.
I did one last week. I had David Wood and AP on my channel.
I think you just did. Yeah,
I just did one. Boom. We took them apart on the Islamic dilemma. Which
I wonder, was it just Dean?
Yeah, Dean and someone else.
Yeah, they responded to me, and they're doing all this chess.
Oh, did they Do they make another thumbnail when you're making you a clown? Because that's like that's
No,
like your shtick.
I'm crying this time. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just crying. Yeah, I hate it when people do that. Make you all stupid looking for their thumbnail.
They're so
No,
original.
bullshit.
When it's like, oh, now we'll make him crying. Oh, now we'll dress him as a clown. Now we'll make him as a clown crying. Oh,
I blame AI. Okay, and they're weird AI messing with people's faces thing. I don't like it.
Yeah.
oh.
I don't like
So let me address something super quick because
Oh, man, Eric's triggered.
I just want to. No,
If it was me, I'd just make a thumb that was crying, just a crying thumb, and then you would just know that was.
oh, because they've been saying some stuff, and I want to clarify because people have been asking me if it's okay. The reason why me and Orthodox Muslim have not had a discussion, and Dan is somewhat aware of this because he was.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is this the guy that we were?
She did, yeah. Don't get.
Oh, so is it just the one? Oh, the Orthodox Muslim. That's like, I guess that's his name. That's okay. I don't know. I'm not up on Muslim apologists.
It's too detailed, but
Okay.
he was in. There were some things that I heard he was involved in, that I believe are good witnesses, where it would get him on a debate platform blacklist. I would say some behavior that he wasn't necessarily participate. He was. I don't know how to explain it. He was there. He seemed to be co-signing.
Bad man do bad things.
Bad man do bad thing, and so I'm not going to platform that. So I'm not going to give that a platform. So I'm just explaining it. That's what it'd be. So yeah.
Are you trying to be funny? You, Mr. Thumb Buddy, got Thumb Buddy over here just thinking he's funny.
Yeah.
Funny Thumb Buddy. No,
Well, the doppelgandists tend to engage in all sorts of horrible things.
I'm sorry. No more appearance jokes. I really do got to pull back on that. I know that's just, I always get in trouble for that.
Sort of, yeah, shady behavior.
Yeah, I keep wanting to do more on Islam. I want to try to move towards doing more on that in the future.
Yeah.
Also,
Fun.
what does this say about the rest of the participants, i.e., the Romans who tortured him and put him on the cross? Were they necessary? I think we answered this with the Judas thing.
Yeah.
Like, no, they're not necessary, but it's look up Molinism. God
Molinism? That just sounds funny. I don't know why I'm going to say that.
choosing from his middle knowledge, this kind of stuff.
Molinism.
The
If I was Mr. Mullen, I'd be like, I'm actually going to come up with a name for my philosophy because I'd rather you not use my name for this because it's going to sound stupid.
MythVision glazing is crazy. Eggplant.
All right.
And you got to get ahead of it, like Ayn Rand, and name it objectivism. Go fuck your face, Ayn Rand. Oh my god, objective. Go fuck, stupid.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
All right. I
Ridiculous.
feel like
Derek is a
we
really good looking guy, so if you glaze him, I don't really care. I get it.
He's a handsome individual. He lifts, bro.
Okay.
You hear that, Derek's wife? Coming after you.
What? Hold on. It sounded like they were being misogynistic. And talking about Derek's wife now.
He's a handsome individual. He lifts, bro.
Okay.
You hear that, Derek's wife?
He's a gay. Okay.
Coming after you.
Anyway, let's get on from the gays.
You mean get on the gays? What?
Cancel Mike.
I know. I love like.
Jesus.
I remember one time atheists were like trying to cancel me, and I was like, "You do realize my audience would think that's based if you told them that." What do you-
That is, dude. When you say based, it makes it sound so like awful. Like you do not. You sound so like so uncool when you say it. I don't know.
I do.
Dick.
He also says, "I'm not trying to sound like a jerk in these questions. These are just personal questions I have as a Christian."
Well, you sound like a fucking jerk. Okay, Giovanni. All right, Garcia.
Thank you. Thank you for the super chat.
They're good questions.
Yeah, didn't come off like a jerk.
At all. Like, why would you even say that? Oh, that person's dealing with toxic shit. Okay, never mind. They're doing that ruminating. Oh my god, I sounded like a jerk when I came up on that. No, because I didn't put enough smiley faces. Shit. Oh my god, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. All of them are. Oh my god. So I am not being a jerk. Yeah, I'm just the worst person ever. Why do I'm gonna have to go ask
I hope
forgiveness.
Derek of MythVision
Ask Jesus for forgiveness because I am so bad and broken.
makes it. I am worried about him and all this. It looks like atheists are extremely legalistic. No love, no mercy, no kindness. It is awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It seems like atheists are very legalistic. Yeah, when it comes to like hate again, and making people in the community feel unsafe, I feel like I got to repeat that because like I didn't, I for whatever reason, I think I thought I mentioned it like a bunch of times, and then I went back and was like, shit, I didn't say anything about when like people say things that make minority groups in the community feel unsafe. That's the point.
Yeah, it can.
It's not just like, oh, it kind of annoys me when people are bigoted against my entire race. No, it makes them feel unsafe.
I mean, there is a shift in the winds. I feel like like the paradigm seems to be moving more towards the right. So I don't know if I don't know. I didn't check the comments, but I suspect it's going to be kind of a mixed bag on this issue.
I hope everybody comes out of this with as least amount of pain as possible.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure.
I feel like the more
Henry's like, isn't it terrible to be unkind to racists? That is just wow. That is awful,
atheists
If there were only something we could do about that, don't be racist. That's it.
do embrace the aggressive deplatform you, cancel you, no mercy, no forgiveness kind of thing. It's going to have an effect where it pushes people away from finding atheism, or at least being so outspoken about their atheism, because they don't want to be associated.
Right. That's coming from Christians who think Jesus is going to kill people, going to be torture people for all eternity. For people that don't follow him properly. Yeah.
With those bozos, just like
bozo.
Other people.
He said bozo.
People who say
that's my new thing. That's my new thing. Hey, thanks, bozo. Yeah, it's my new thing. I call people bozo.
Crazy, hateful things with Christianity. It's almost like it could become an embarrassment for us. It's like their side, but that side is even louder. And
you already believe in a talking donkey and an undead carpenter ghost living inside your heart. It's hard to get much more embarrassing, honestly.
More vocal.
I think it was Lawrence
increasingly growing.
I think it was Lawrence Krauss that said like progressives are the
What's up, Nitty? There's the other star. How we doing, dude?
Woke.
Stealing my content idea. Got there first. That's my thing. I get everywhere first. But you're supposed to get your ideas from me, okay? That's why you got to keep an eye on this channel, because I find all the stuff. You'll see.
It's just as religious as Christians, just without forgiveness. And you kind
of guitar dog. How we doing, man? So Jesus will lovingly unalive 3 billion people during the tribulation. Yeah, with the horse-bodied, lion teeth, human face, women hair, wearing crowns, scorpion tail, wings of bats. I feel like I left something out. Stinging people for 90 days. They're gonna sting people. What the fuck?
Kind of can see that sometimes, and that's like, we're gonna cancel you, we're gonna kick you out, and there's nothing you could do. Whereas we're like, listen,
or they act like we're saying like it's a fucking club or something. We're like, yo, it's a real cool club, and you're not part of it. No, it doesn't work like that, dude. We're just saying I'm gonna take my attention elsewhere, and then when we're talking to other people, we're just like, yeah, are you gonna take your attention elsewhere? Okay. Well, I disagree with you on that because I'm going to. That's it. That's what we're doing. It's not a real cool club, and you're not part of it. Okay.
Yeah, we fight, but if you say, hey, I messed up, all right, yeah, we forgive you. Okay.
Yeah, and you do it to rapists and stuff. It's not good. It's not a good look, man. That's why it's why the worst people love your religion so much.
It's like, yeah, we get it. It happens. We're human. Like, forgive, move on. That's generally how I do it.
And that's exactly why members of your community are unsafe. They beyond feeling unsafe, they are unsafe.
MythVision, thank you for the super chat, guys. Seriously, I appreciate all of you granting such kindness and trying to build bridges.
Oh my God. Derek was there. Derek was watching this. He was in the chat, paying money. Thanks, guys. Oh man. Oh, at least I've got the bigot Christians on my side. That's good. It kind of felt like they were going to take my side no matter what. But
rather than burn them down, much love. That's what we try to do.
Wow.
That's what we're going to keep trying to do.
Christ gang.
Trump, I forget.
Shut up, man. Freaking nerd.
Nerd.
Here we were looking cool, and then Thane had to throw up his Christ gang symbols. Oh my gosh.
Get some of these.
Don't get arrested for a thought crime in the UK, bro. Hey, I'm trying.
Yeah, don't go silently praying by any abortion clinics.
Yeah, that's what happened. No, they were blocking the goddamn. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's like there's a place where they know they're not supposed to be, okay? Because it's considered blocking an ambulance, that kind of law, right? And of course, they go there so that they can get arrested, and they go, I was just praying. I'm getting arrested for praying. Oh my God. No, motherfucker. You were blocking the damn area where people patients walk through.
We laugh, but it's happening.
God
Yeah,
damn,
it is
man.
happening.
I made a joke like that when I finally got back into America. Like the moment we landed, I looked at my wife and I was like,
Perfect example of cope. Yep. Smoking that copium.
freedom.
Oh boy.
Yep, he's making the apologist rounds. You're right. You're right. This is. I give him 6 months. I'll give him 6 months. He's a Christian. I guarantee it. He's going to be on the Russell Brand show. Me too. Oh, it happened to you too. Oh, me too. We're just bodies here now, aren't we?
Okay, I fixed that. I have a gambling problem. Is it a sin to
What?
quit? Okay, first
Good one, man. That was good. That is some gentle comedy right there.
off, no. You should quit.
The other way. Think about this the other
Yeah,
way.
I feel like this is a troll comment.
It is. This is the guy that's always sending in like funny super chats. And then
As long as
saying,
I mean, he's a troll that pays. That's nice. That's nice to get those kind of. I wish I got those trolls. All I get are the transphobic psychopaths.
Money is real.
dude, the moment I said he says he doesn't like, he always sends in super chat about how he doesn't like me. He literally just sent in one saying,
let's see here. I thought this stream was supposed to be a setup to cancel and deplatform Testify. It is. That's exactly. We're getting to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't now where's
That's
gonna
part 2.
Oh man, he's doing the comedy, man. That's good. He's getting there, man. You know, he's just got to crank it up, man. You got to dedicate yourself to the bit. Okay, you can't just that was way too half-hearted. What are you doing?
I've said
my
bad
God.
things. I've said a lot of bad things about dentists. I'm a rabid anti-dentite.
Don't do that. You know what those. And when you go to you are going to have to go at some point, probably, right? And then what? And then you're going to have a dentist that knows that you are anti-dentist, and they got you by the teeth. They got you by the teeth.
Sorry, that was
I was going to
my
say,
thing was out of Bayside. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
I was going to make a joke about vaccines, and I'm like, I better not say it. YouTube might think
Oh,
to be
God.
real. And
Don't do that. Don't
Please
don't
stop.
don't even say that word. Okay.
Oh man.
any idea why many Eastern Orthodox don't like natural theology? I've heard some.
Bob said, aren't these the same people who say shit like out for that forgiveness to count what? Out for that forgiveness to count, they have to leave their evil ways. They love to say it about gay people and stuff. Suddenly not important. I mean, it is weird, right? It's like, it's strange that they will that they flip, that they like stand with the people that are the harmful people when but they got to change their ways or whatever. But when it's when it's a bigot, they're like, well, I don't know, it's not that big a deal. It's not like being gay or something. It's not like being attracted to people that I think they shouldn't be allowed to be attracted to, because that's a thing that people can decide. Apparently, I'm just fucking
reasons, but y'all likely know more. It's because it comes from Thomas Aquinas and Augustine. You don't like those guys.
No.
I don't know, honestly.
I haven't run into many EO people that don't like natural theology.
Richard Swinburne was EO.
Yeah,
He wasn't like
you-
the best example of an
fuck is EO? Like, what is? Oh, Eastern Orthodox. Got it. Again, not good at shorthand. It's not my forte, as it were, if you will, per se.
EO though. I
Yes.
guess.
a lot of EO people there's two categories of EO people that I've run into that do not like natural.
Sounds like they're talking about eel people. They're like all those eel people, man. Those people are fucking weird. They got like no arms, no legs. They're just a big underwater snake just slopping around. Weirdos,
theology. It's the Bartians. So people really influenced by Karl Barth, or the new wave of ortho bros that are like more presuppositionalist in nature.
Don't bring ortho. What are we really normalizing ortho bro now? Is that really what we're doing?
Which is also kind of strange considering.
Yep.
I don't understand.
I'm not saying,
is inspiring philosophy ortho? Is he an ortho bro? Because I mean, he does the debate stuff, right? Like, is that? Wait, is he Catholic? What is IP? I don't know what he is.
Not saying that presuppositionalism isn't natural theology. I'm just saying, like, that's my best guess. But I know a lot of EOs, like a lot. Yeah, my favorite philosopher in the world is EO.
You're not gonna say who it is? Wait, we're on the edge of our seat, buddy. Thanos, where you at?
Sijuwati.
Swinburne.
Oh,
okay. Thank you. Yeah. Why are you making us fucking guess, you weirdo? Jesus.
Well, Sijuwati's EO now.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
Go back to the 70s and drive in a topless car on the beach of someplace in LA.
What?
I lost it.
I'm tell Sijuwati.
Oh, Sijuwati knows.
Sijuwati is just
SoCal Mikey, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Swinburne, basically.
I've told Josh to his face that he's just the buff black Swinburne 2.0.
He said RFK. RFK gives Ninja Turtles a bad name with the sewer surfing. Nice. Yeah.
Is it sinful to want to be a millionaire and cash out on a BMW M3 competition?
Yes. There should be no millionaires.
All right, I'm moving on.
I don't want to answer that question because I have the support of a lot of millionaires.
I don't like Than. Can you kick him off? Yeah, sure. Okay, There we go. You're welcome.
Damn. All it took was like a couple of bucks, man. They talk about us canceling people. What the fuck was that? You just, we can pay them a couple bucks. They cancel people
for the super chat. Okay, just so you know.
But that's a cheap kickoff, man. Only a couple of
dollars. That's all 50, I'm worth to Mike.
At least $50 at least.
Yeah, I mean, if you want him off longer, you got to pay more. Okay, you can't be like,
oh, you know what? Speaking of which,
fake 30, Canadian money,
30 pieces of silver, maybe.
Speaking of how much
fake Canadian money,
which I'm worth, by the way,
that was pretty good, actually. I don't like giving credit to these guys, but credit where credit's due. The Canadian money joke, that was good.
The last live stream, people were asking how much for me to like shave my head. My wife said $500.
Wow. Okay. Did anybody give it?
No, I haven't announced that yet. So now you guys know.
Yeah, you're gonna be bald in a few weeks.
Dan, they're gonna give that, and you're gonna be like, should have went.
I don't care. I'll shave my head.
Okay. All right.
I don't believe this shit.
What is Xenu TV? What is that? Is it Mark Bunker? I don't know. He just put out an old remastered interview following Lisa McPherson. Guess who the interviewer is? Who? I don't know. I'm not good at these kind of questions. Who? What's going on? You got to answer that. Come on. Yeah, we're all waiting. The show's grinded to a halt now because of you. So, oh my God, I'm still not answering. My God, dude, this is insane. What are you doing? It's like been like at least 7 seconds now. Okay. He still hasn't answered. What the fuck? Oh my God.
Does atheism in lay people lead to hedonism or nihilism? I can imagine more intellectual atheists finding meaning in intellectual ideas.
Wait, what? Does atheism? Okay, finally we got back to an actual topic and not all this fucking Judas and whatever, humanism or whatever the fuck shit, whatever it was. Anyway, does atheism in lay people lead to hedonism? Wait, in lay people, what the hell does that mean? All right, lead to hedonism and / or nihilism. I can imagine more intellectual atheisms. You can't pluralize atheism like that. Anyway, finding meaning in intellectual ideas. I don't really know what to do with that. Hold on. That's atheism in lay people. It doesn't really matter like whether they're lay people or intellectuals or not. Like anybody can find meaning in stuff, and most people, like hedonism, like I always wonder, like, what does hedonism mean? Like, it's just like living for pleasure, right? Like you're just out fucking a lot, right? You know, using the products from adamandeve.com, right? You know, that's hedonism, right? Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout, get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Okay. Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting to do this. My goodness, I'm getting so bad. All right, why can't they just leave the settings up? Anyway, sorry. But like, okay, with hedonism, they're saying like atheism leads to hedonism. Hedonism is just like living for pleasure, right? And I would say that, like, what does that mean exactly? Because like living for pleasure is like, you know, a lot of times doing like being healthy, right? Eating well and everything. That feels good. I always feel very happy and satisfied when I do that type of stuff. Because usually with heat, like if you're talking about doing drugs and alcohol and sex and all that stuff, a lot of times that leads to more problems than it's worth. You know what I mean? Like feeling sick all the time, waking up with a headache, you know, lights are way too bright. It's just a fucking pain in the ass. And then, so it's actually not as satisfying as you would think, as everybody acts like it is. I mean, I guess when you're like 20 years old and your body just recovers like, whoop, you know, like, every 2 seconds, you're like fucking Wolverine. I guess, you know, it's fine. But like, eventually you're gonna like, it's not fun. It's not fun anymore. So, forgot where I was going with that. Anyway, but so like actually being healthy and stuff is, more worth it and more hedonistic, actually. If you're just trying to seek pleasure, you get more pleasure from not doing those things. That was my point. I forgot what my point was. Anyway, and nihilism, I don't know. I'm an absurdist, so I don't really care about that. Either way, I'm just, I'm kind of just made peace with the notion that we seek meaning in a meaningless universe. And I've just, and I'm fine with it.
Honestly, you hit the nail on the head. I've been saying this for years. If you're intellectual atheist, you can find me.
A little dabble, do you? That's right.
Being in academia, being an influencer, being in the media, Hollywood. If you're
okay, the pursuit of pleasure over pain. Well, that doesn't make sense. What if you get pleasure from pain? I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying there's probably, maybe, I don't know, there's somebody out there like that likes being dominated and tied up into a kennel and with, and she wears like this leather thing. It's really good. Anyway, but no, I'm sure there's people like that. But right, so what do? But do they count? Does that count as hedonism if you like the pain?
Stocking shelves, if you're working in a factory, if you're a garbage man, you're basically going to go into hedonism and nihilism. You live for pleasure. There's no meaning. This is why we see with secularism, depression rates rise, suicide rates rise. It's a huge problem. And this is why.
Is that true? I feel like, okay. And this is where it kind of is irritating because they're like, oh man, like happiness rates are down if you're an atheist. I don't know how much I believe this shit, right? Because, and here's why. I know when I was a Christian, I was expected by the religion to say that I was happy no matter what. I was not happy, but I'd always told everybody I was because I had the peace of Jesus, because you had to fucking say that. That was part of the deal. So when they get this self-reporting shit of saying like, oh man, atheists are less happy than Christians, when we all know that like one of the tenets of Christianity is self-reporting happiness. How the hell do we, we don't take that into consideration? You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, but even if it were the case that like believing bullshit makes you happier, like isn't there a way that we can not believe bullshit and still be happy? Isn't there a way to like have both, like to actually like, be able to tell the difference between true and false things, or just true and like obviously false things, like, and also not be miserable? Isn't there like ways that we can do that, like with therapy and stuff like that? No, I don't know.
One of the things I brought up in my debate with Lawrence Krauss from a couple months ago, like this is a huge problem that we need to think about, like what we're actually.
I think they're on the Ryan's as for the stats. I think it's on the Pew Research. They did a thing with it's like, so I swear it's like self-reporting happiness. But here's the thing too, that of course they never mention, because they always say that like religious people or Christian people always report higher rates of happiness. They also don't take into consideration the fact that when the exact same it's like the exact same rate of happiness if the secular and atheist person is part of some kind of community, right? So a lot of times that's the other thing. It's like a lot of times if you're an atheist or a secular person, you tend to be like ostracized a lot of times. And so you don't really have, if you don't have that community to be a part of, then yeah, I mean, but that's more about like being lonely. That's not necessarily like the atheism. It's just that because there's no community associated with atheism, typically it can cause people to be alone. But if they're like part of some kind of bowling league or something like that, they report just as happy or whatever. Like the happiness reports are the same level.
Doing? Do we really want to be evangelizing for atheism? Look at the results. See my debate with Phil Zuckerman, my episode on Timcast, my debate with Lawrence Krauss. I've been pointing this out, screaming from the rooftops for years. Like, hey, secularism is not going to be the scientific, rational utopia you guys thought it was. It's going to lead to all sorts of issues.
Did anybody say that? It's weird when they say like we figure out the answer to like the easiest question ever, which is, does a God exist? And they think that means that we're like, oh, so that means that everybody's going to be great in scientific utopia. It's going to be fucking Star Trek minus like the fighting, because everybody's got their planets that we all get along, pluralism. Like nobody said that. Like nobody says that there's not going to be other problems and stuff. Like not believing in something doesn't like that doesn't solve anything. It just is it's just somebody that recognizes that gods are made up. I don't know. It doesn't lead to anything really,
And this is one of them for sure.
Yeah, I'll just really quickly add in. I've been actually saying that a lot of.
Is Captain Dapple here? I haven't seen him yet. Where is he at? Is he? Anyway. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Say, yo, I'm doing a stream about this tonight. So much to unpack here. That's so funny. Well, you were mentioned like front and center at the beginning, so that was pretty cool. Like, oh shit, man. Wow.
Atheist or
big time. You're hitting the big time. Okay.
Closeted hedonist for a while now, specifically just because of how
you gone mainstream, because IP is mainstream. I will die on that hill.
Often it comes out in the discussions of the problem of evil. A lot of value assumptions get brought out when you start talking about that.
Eric looks like
Captain Tadpole's ears must have been burning, and Captain Tadpole says it's more like my loins. My loins have been burning. Oh, and if your loins are burning, just go to AdamandEve.com. Well, you need to get that checked out first, actually. But once you do, go to AdamandEve.com. Get your butt some stuff. Enter that code word Bentley and check out. And get your butt some stuff. They got stuff that and you can size fit it. Okay, they have a sizing station for that. I'm just kidding. I don't think they do. You just kind of got to guess, I guess. Like I don't know. I guess it could be like a couple inches, right? I don't know. You check it with your thumb. Just do that. Thumb or finger.
He wants to go to it. Okay, let's move on.
Jeez, man.
I think it's only some of these, man. I'm just like, oh, let me read this one. Then halfway through, I'm like, nope, we're not doing this.
Nope.
I think it's only fair enough to call out Chrissy, considering she's been attacking scholars like David.
All right. 9 p.m. EST. All right. I think I'll be there. We'll see. I'll be in the chat. Be checking you out.
David Falk and Michael Heiser for years.
If I don't fall asleep, I get up really early these days. So
yeah, and there's been.
What did she say about Heiser?
Oh, she doesn't like Heiser.
So and inspiring philosophy, Mike Jones. I keep forgetting Mike Jones. He does not look like a Mike Jones. Like if it's Mike Jones sounds like somebody that talks too loud. They're like, hey, I'm Mike Jones. Hey, what's going on? I'm Mike Jones. I'm from New York. So anyway, but he was saying that he was friends with them. With what was his name again? Joe, is it Jess? No, anyway. No, Jessica HQ is the other one. Damn, I just lost Chrissy. No, anyway.
Like his academic work, or has she said
Yes.
something bad about him personally?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but I know that
What's her name?
she's been doing stuff behind the scenes to try to get people like deplatformed and excommunicated from academia and stuff. And it's
Or they just message people and be like, hey, did you know this person said some really shitty stuff? Here's the stuff they said. That's it.
I don't know how far the extent is, but
The other people, what? Because he acts like they're threatening people. If you don't stop talking to them, I'll add you to the hit list. Okay, you want that? You want that, bucko? Okay, yeah. Oh, I got dirt on you I can spread. All right, if you don't like do what I tell, like that's not happening, dude. It's just like people saying, hey, they did it. It's just like them messaging someone and be like, did you know they said this really harmful thing? Do you want to be associated with that? That's it. That's what they're doing.
I've heard from multiple different people the same reports, and so I'm like, it's a pretty interesting correlation I keep seeing coming up. Which is, and again, watch Derek's video. Like the first minute, he has a clip of Chrissy saying, "I'm just here
Chrissy, I'm sorry. All right, my bad. It like fell right out of the old noggin there.
to end people's careers." Now, some
It
people
was
have said,
so clearly a joke, man. Like, are you serious? Just doing normal Chrissy things, ending people's careers. It was so like obviously just messing around.
she's joking.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I guess I should have let him. I do this a lot. I accidentally say the thing and then
Not from what I've heard.
I don't know. In my engagements with Chrissy, he has always been a shady individual. Like he
who are they talking about?
my Patreon. So as soon as I announced that I had a Discord, I think he has a history of going through people's Discords looking for dirt. I think that's how some of the stuff came up.
Well, it might be that you are misgendering them on purpose.
With Falk, but I can't.
Like even Inspiring Philosophy wasn't doing that.
I don't know that for certain. I'm just
You're like, I don't know why he's mentoring me. And yeah, because of that.
putting together my own little thoughts there. So don't blame Mike or Than or Steven for me saying this, but
Yeah.
No,
I've just always
literally,
tried to
I don't
No, you all are canceled in my book, buddy. Okay,
we have
a
I
totally
don't
shifty
have-
individual.
Mr.
Listen. We're sharing a platform. Mark. Everything you've ever said, we now endorse because we are on this together. That's how that works.
I'm just saying. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I mean, anybody who has like ACAB in their Twitter profile or used to, all cops are bastards, just is a
What?
weird individual to me right off the bat. I mean,
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
I actually love cops, and they're not. There's like one or two that are not actually bastards. So I don't like that when people put that.
Of information.
My father was a state trooper for 25 years, and he was like he basically did truck inspections and inventory. Like he was not like rarely did like patrol stuff. He was one of the troopers though that went up when the Flight 93 crash happened in Pennsylvania on 9/11.
wow.
He went up and he helped with that. Like
I don't
like
think they always make it like they always take it weird. It's like when you say like the ACAB, it's talking about the culture. There's a culture of harm like that they do, and then they protect each other and stuff, almost like how priests do when it comes to raping kids and stuff. And they're like, oh, we won't tell on each other, until they were forced by law to have to tell on each other when the government finally got involved anyway. But that's what they're talking about. They're not saying like every single fucking individual, like necessarily, as far as I understand. It's the culture. It's cop culture, dude.
it hurts when people say like all cops are like attack cops. It hurts me personally because my dad is a cop, and like this guy was like
It hurts me
like
personally.
the most servant leader of any person I've ever known in my entire life.
It hurts me right here in my heart. It hurts me in my heart, okay? Because I have
Like how dare you? Like how dare you just make that kind of attack?
it's a job, man. It's not like they're like it's the type of person they are, like the people that you're defending that vilify people for being a certain type of person. It's not the same thing, man. It's a fucking job.
So yeah, I hate
Yeah,
that kind of crap.
it's weird.
You bootlicker. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we're moving on.
Literally. Those are the boots we're actually talking about.
Just gonna.
Sometimes we're talking about horizontally laced, red laced boots. Depends if racism's involved, but yeah.
Yep. Here is the first $5 for bald fan. No, Scarlett. It doesn't work like that. You got to give a nice
One
big.
time.
Five. I thought we were at 500. What happened?
Yes. Listen, it can't be a super chat either. It's got to come through the website because we don't get 100%.
So they wasted their money, is what you're saying. That's what you're saying right now.
Of that donation. If you donate through the website, we get 100% of anything that comes through the website. So click the link below, donate, and you help us stay fully funded because, as I announced last month, donations have been low lately. So anyone could help.
Wait a second, $50 is the lowest? What the hell? Jeez, must be nice to have friends that rich. You know what I mean?
Support us. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. So
do we got to donate through the website?
Do we want to make it like you have to donate $500, or do we want to make it like people can donate and then they can leave a
Who would donate $5,000? Who would do that? What idiot is out there just handing out
comment saying for Than's bald head?
No, I want one. If someone puts in a $500 donation, you can do it. We're not doing this. We're not doing a fundraiser thing. I want someone to drop it. It's got to work.
I'll do it too. I will shave my head. I'll take a video shaving my head and we'll post it on social media.
Yeah, wow. That's that is brave of you to do.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
You're a guy. It's not the big
for the $20 super chat. IP last June, you're live, Trent Horn. I told you to celebrate the Islam and LGBTQI. Used another channel to bring stability. Now that we've learned of the men of Al-Zut, am I a prophet? Also sub and get donations to IP. Yep, much appreciated.
I don't. Is this like all inside joke stuff? IP last June, you're live with Trent Horn. I told you to celebrate the Islam and LGBT, whatever. Used another channel, brings stability. I don't understand. I don't get it. Are they saying like that Islam is a sexuality and that's the joke? Is that what it is? I don't get it.
Did you guys know, Eric, or no, Steven, do you know about the men of the...
Yeah.
Steven, do you know about the men of the Al-Zut?
Yep. Yeah, Derek is literally in the chat co-signing this, giving money right alongside these people.
It's a wild ride, man. It's a wild ride.
No. We're reading it.
I can't believe you. And he wanted to make sure that people could see that he was there too. That's the thing. He made sure that, he donated. It was like, thanks, guys. Thanks for having my back. Even though, which is kind of funny, because inspiring philosophy is, whole thing was, hey, we're not judging. We're not taking sides. Okay. We just want to share the love of Jesus when they get their battle scars from the Civil War and they're looking for somewhere to, so they're looking for someone to console them. We will console them with the love of Jesus. That's what, and yet, there's Derek in the chat. Thanks, man. Thanks for having my back, bro. Up top.
We're reading it.
Okay.
All right, Steven, I'm just going to read you this, okay?
It's crazier than any Diddy.
That pulls it. It's only a matter of time before IP starts offering to send teddy bears that have been prayed over for top donors. That's right. I personally touched this one. I personally touched it. I breathed my own breath on it. So, yeah, you can have my breath teddy bear
Party.
Okay.
It's like in Ninja Turtles where you Will Arnett, it's like blowing up the balloon. It's like, yeah, I'm just selling selling them my hot air. They will pay me money for that.
I'm just gonna read you. This is a real hadith.
Amazing.
It's considered to be
whatever. I liked that Ninja Turtles movie. Okay. I like any Ninja Turtles movie though. It's not really fair. I'm sort of obsessed. Okay. I love those. Oh man, those turtles are great.
Sound chain of narration. Okay. Abdullah ibn Masud related, the messenger of Allah sent for me, and we set out until I reached such and such a place. And he traced a line for me and told me, stay between the two edges of this. Don't go outside of it. If you go outside of it, it's over for you. Abdullah said. So I stayed there. Then the messenger of Allah went a stone's throw away, or a little further. Then Abdullah mentioned a group of male members who looked like Zut people.
What is happening? I'm very confused as to what is happening.
didn't have any clothes on, and I didn't see their genitals, and they were tall and scrawny. And they
And
can't.
if you can't see your genitals, that doesn't work. Why would I do that? Doesn't just go to adamandeve.com, and I don't think they'll help you find them or anything. But like, just they got stuff. They got stuff that you can use that you can play with your cat. Never mind. And backing it up. Forget it. Yeah, I ruined it. Ruined the whole thing. It doesn't even make sense.
Came and started to ride the messenger of Allah.
What?
And the prophet of Allah began to recite to them. And they started to move closer and lean around me and get in my way. And I became intensely and terrified of them. So
Is he reading a sexy story from Cornhub?
I sat down.
Those are really fun, by the way. I don't know if you're into fantasy stuff, but they got some pretty good fantasy stories. And anyway,
And when the morning light broke, they began to go away.
Reddit is great for that stuff too, by the way. I don't know. I'm just saying, just letting you know.
Then the messenger of Allah came back exhausted and in pain, or practically in pain, for how they had ridden him. He said, Indeed,
Ember, how's it going, Ever? What's up?
I am exhausted. Then the messenger of Allah put his head in my lap, or something like that. And the men came with tall white garments on. But the messenger of Allah had fallen asleep, and I became more intensely and terrified of them than I was the first time. So, Stephen, I'm just curious, since this is your first time hearing about the men of Al-Zut, what does that sound like?
Oh man, it sounds like I'm not going to sleep tonight. My God.
Because you're so turned on, right? Yeah, no, right? You got to go to Reddit and find a sexy story from there.
What the hell is going on?
The fantasy stuff. A lot of power play domination stuff is a lot of fun.
Why was he in pain?
That's sort of my thing. I don't know.
Does his back hurt because people were he was giving them piggyback rides?
Yeah, they rode him all night. What do you think was going on? Man, come on.
I don't think they were picking
If
it.
you want to be ridden all night, just go to adamandeve.com. There we go. That one works. Okay. adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off. It's not as funny, but it would make more sense. Get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley at checkout. Get your butt some stuff. Okay. Yeah. There we go.
But okay.
There's a lot of ads, but they're short. They're short. That's the trade-off,
Wow.
Man,
Good stuff. All right.
I'm glad you learned something about the
Praise
men of
the
Al-Zut.
Lord.
Hey, Tsunami, how's it going? What's up?
Praise the Lord. All right.
Now, Muslims will say that
I don't know why the praise the Lord thing just cracks me up. so many of my old friends would just say it for like no reason, whatever, They'd be like, "Oh, praise the Lord, man! I found a nickel the other day. Really, praise the Lord, a nickel! Wow, actually, you could add that to your collection, right?" And it's like, and they'd say, "Hey, Toby, he found a nickel. Praise the Lord! Really? What a nickel!" It's
this is actually Muhammad meeting with the jinn, and riding is just slang terminology for crowding.
Oh,
And-
okay.
For what?
So why was he in pain? Getting crowded is
He's
okay.
being crowded. Yeah. I mean,
That makes
that's-
you-
Have you ever
hurt?
been in a
That hurts
big
you?
crowd, Stephen? There's elbows being thrown.
Okay. But it's the elbow
I don't think he knows.
that's
I don't think he gets it.
causing pain, not the crowd.
very pointy things in crowds can really hurt you, Stephen. Okay. Like elbows. Okay.
Elbows are really pointy.
So there's so many
I'm confused.
things in that story going on than elbows. but
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's,
Wow, y'all suck at this. We're so bad at this. Okay, y'all need to watch my show for your innuendos. You know what I mean?
it's
If you ever
an
need a
hilarious-
laugh, just read through the Hadith. There's so many good ones, but that's probably the craziest one.
I don't spend a lot of time in
Anarchic, how we doing, man? Good to see you there. What's up, dude?
Islam, but it sounds like
Yes, butt crowding. That was exactly what you said.
I made the right choice. I should just
Yeah.
stick to Gnostic.
I don't know how the word
theology.
crowding
Unreal.
saves you from this interpretation, to be honest with you.
Oh,
You could be
Obviously.
crowded by a bunch of men trying to. Never mind.
Repent right now. This is, I don't know what you think you're doing. Okay, go say like 18 Hail Marys. All right,
Well, that's probably why the dude said
and eat a couple Jesuses and say your Hail Marys.
down.
You play with your beads.
Obviously, he was like, I need.
That's evidence against the theory.
he didn't want to be ridden. I mean, crowded. That's why he sat down.
Yeah, don't crowd me sitting.
Never.
You dropped it. You lost it, bud. He was like, "Oh man, I didn't. It was Never mind. Forget it. I,
Never gets old. Yeah.
you know, even somebody's like clearly trying to like join in. Yeah, it's like, it's you guys keep going. You guys do it. I can't. I suck at this.
I just love the way they have
Love
to
it.
sort of like get around this is like posit supernatural beings. Like, oh no, it wasn't what it sounds like. It was demons.
Wait,
guys.
doesn't it say that
You're in gin. Okay, but whatever.
he couldn't see their genitals though?
Mhm.
Yeah, they were covered up.
That's what they use. They say because they couldn't see them. These are like jinn, basically. But in
Okay, at least he corrected it.
So
This
they used
doesn't
other
help.
things.
in Islam,
What's up, Dave? How we doing, man?
jinn can reproduce. They can copulate. So it doesn't really fix the issue.
They eat too. I think they eat like dog crap or something weird. I can't remember. I have to find the hadith, but I remember it's like feces and
It's really weird that y'all are just sitting around talking about Islam like this.
bones and weird stuff. It's bizarre.
I'm about to Google something I'm
It's bizarre.
gonna probably regret.
No, man. Please don't share your your
Yeah.
screen.
Make sure you
I'm
have
not gonna. I'm
I
just
have,
gonna.
have
Dude,
safe search on.
do jinn have genitalia?
Oh my god.
All right. Anyway, I'm moving.
And I'm actually curious myself now. What do we? What's the verdict up on that? What is it? Chat GPT. Hey, it's
Don't share any of that.
In relation to the
Genitalia.
questions, my worst fear is hearing those dreadful words. I never knew you. It truly scares me. I guess that's why I ask. Well, you don't have to worry. If you profess that Jesus is Lord and believe that
What is it? Oh, in relation to the questions, my worst fear. Oh God, this is so sad. And this is exactly why this verse is in the Bible, by the way. In relation to the questions, my worst fear is hearing those dreaded words. I never knew you. It truly scares me. I guess that's why I ask. God, that's so sad. You know, because like you can, because Jesus is such an asshole that he's so unclear about what gets you saved. They've got so many different denominations, so many different interpretations of those denominations and of doctrines of those denominations of whatever. And then they're also like, hey, and people will do like magic. They'll have magical powers in my name, and still I'll say, fuck you, I didn't know you, you know? And so they're all afraid. They're just so terrified of that because there's literally no way to know. God, that's so sad.
he died for your
Jesus.
sins, as like Romans 10 says, you're fine. That's not
Yeah.
talking about Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, really? It was non-Christians that were casting out demons in Jesus's name?
Giovanni,
Come on,
if
man.
you have
Come on.
questions,
hell are you
'cause
talking
you've
about?
had a number of these where it seems like you maybe are dealing with some nagging kind of things. Check out talkaboutdoubts.com or something like that. You can fill out a form. You can talk one-on-one with somebody like over Zoom, and
What is he talking about? What they got counselors for people? Oh, if you're terrified of hearing the words, I never knew you from Jesus, we got a hotline for you, actually. That'll help calm you right down. Okay.
just tell us what the doubts are, and we'll put you in contact with an
Oh, they
expert.
really do.
Dan and I.
They have a doubt hotline. Oh, that's funny. You should just call recovering from religion. Don't call them. Don't call their like doubt hotline where they're just going to be like, don't do that. Don't doubt. You're going to go to hell. You want to go to hell? Keep doubting, bud. Okay. Otherwise, just believe exactly what I tell you to believe.
Work with Talk About Doubts. So do
I. Yeah.
Yep.
I just did one on Saturday. Yeah.
Yep. So
Do you guys think
Oh, that's a great idea. Can we flood their lines, Ryan? Calling, I am having some doubts. How are you doing? Hey, oh boy.
cultural
I don't even know how to do it.
Christianity can
There's so much you could have fun with there.
substitute for genuine belief? Just behave like God exists without believing he does? No, I don't think it's going to work.
No.
Oh, wait. Do you think cultural Christianity can substitute for genuine belief? Just behave like God exists without believing he does. Okay. Is that what cultural Christianity is? I think that, okay. As far as I understand, the few people that have said they're a cultural Christian, usually it's in reference to like how much they hate a different religion. And so they're like, I will say culturally I'm a Christian because I'm glad that we're not in the Middle East or whatever the fuck.
And see my video, is Christianity harmful? Intrinsic religiosity is a very important aspect. You just can't have extrinsic religiosity. So people that are on the right that are trying to appeal to cultural Christianity to save us, like this Jordan Peterson kind of thing, it ain't gonna work.
No.
Is he's a cultural Christian there?
No.
That's funny.
IP, how's the UK? It's lovely. I'm surprised at how green and there's so many farms. It's actually very pretty. I went for a walk and yeah, it's very, very, very lovely. I can see what C.S. Lewis was talking about now that I visited it. Than is a Matrix agent.
No, don't just stop.
Okay, this guy. I'm done reading his comments.
Hold on, what is it? Than is a Matrix agent, and why does Eric look like he wants to go to oh man, a titty party? Oh man, that was good. Which one is Eric? Is that? Oh, that's him, and that's because he's got the shirt on. He's got the Hawaiian shirt, and it's on the top buttons are unbuttoned. Okay, he doesn't have enough chest hair really for this at all, but whatever. He's trying. One more button, buddy. You might get to some hair down there. I can't really talk. I have no hair anywhere. It's just I am completely bald. I look like a bodybuilder minus the built body.
Thoughts on Philip Goff?
Yeah.
I think he's pretty intelligent. I don't agree with everything he says.
I would say he's great with fine tuning, but I think when he starts talking about resurrection, he lets his.
What's up, Andrew? How you doing? There's a first album called Hangin' Dong. What album? What are you talking? What band is this?
I actually want to talk to him.
Sex Pistols. Oh man.
Anyway. Bias. He seems like a really interesting dude. I would love to talk to him. But yeah, and he's up front. The way that
Magnum PI. That's what it is. You're right. That was. But it doesn't. Did they have mustaches in that show? I feel like they did, right? Because it was right in that time period.
I look at the resurrection is totally affected.
It's crazy how this shit has come back. It's like looping back around. Got these short little shorts. Guys wearing short shorts came back. That one's actually fine. I kind of like the short shorts for the guy. It's like I finally feel comfortable in Daisy Dukes, like I always have been, but it wasn't acceptable up until recently.
Affected by my philosophy, because he looks at kind of like the fine tuning. And the problem of evil is there's just a finite God with limited power. So physical resurrections aren't really possible. And he's had conversations with Lydia McGrew and William Lane Craig. And when I listen to his explanations.
His name is Lenny McGrew. I don't know why that just sounds like a fake name. Oh, look, Lenny McGrew over here. Just, I don't know. Hey, Maya, what's going on? How you doing? What's up? Gotta have you back on the show. Yeah, you should. Gotta have Ryan on there. That'll be a good episode. I actually wanted to talk to you about maybe getting a panel together and see if we can get a bunch of folks all hanging out on whenever other people aren't doing stuff. Apparently I keep running into people. I'm sorry. But at some point I'd like to kind of get this, everybody together.
Playing the biblical dad, I'm like, man, this is rough. I wish
we'll play games and stuff, that'll be fun.
But I don't know how he's going to be able to be even open to a different view until he, I don't know, figures out another answer for the problem of evil, I guess.
There is no good answer to the problem of evil.
So
that's why it still exists.
Do you guys think Testify is saved? He's Pentecostal. They don't eat communion and they talk in tongues and they put baby on each other. That's what I heard you guys do at church. You guys just rub baby.
And if you want to rub some baby oil on each other and then have sex with it, I mean, not with the oil, you use the oil while you're having sex. Never mind. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley and check out to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com. Enter code word Brentley. That's me. That's my name, by the way. I don't know if that comes through. I don't have a little bubble with my name, in the square that I'm in right now. So
oil over each other.
Is that confused?
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's we anoint people with baby oil. That's exactly right.
It is kind of funny that they do that. I knew somebody. That would just always be putting oil on stuff. It's like, yeah,
Can I bring it back?
Why is everything gross feeling? What is it? Do you know? And this doesn't wash off, by the way. Okay. You know, I'm going to have to use fucking dish soap. You know how hard that is on these hands? Okay. That is, you know, my hands are too soft for dish soap.
To this gin thing really quick.
Yes.
Oh God.
Okay. Just so I don't know how I got down this rabbit hole. Let me just read this. As for the unrelated question in the title header, the uncontested Shaykh al-Islam and true Imam al-Jalal al-Suyuti said this in his book on jinns. The truth is that it is possible
Are we
for
seriously still on the jinns having penises thing?
human beings and jinns to have intercourse.
Oh my God.
And al-Thalabi mentioned.
Oh, thank you. Hey, congrats on 2K. But hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, it just, yeah, I don't even know what happened. It just all of a sudden, like, boom, whoa,
This in his tafsir
pretty cool.
that this is the meaning of and bi'iblis, a partner in their human beings' wealth and children. So,
But what does it have to do with Muhammad giving them all piggyback rides?
well, if they want to say it's jinn,
He was just giving them piggy.
Once you get the joke, Andrew, I gotta hear it. I will halt this entire damn show for it too. Okay.
Piggyback rides. I don't see what
oh,
the problem is.
piggyback rights, yeah, of course.
No chicken crossing the road type crap. Okay. I don't want to hear nothing about anything crossing the road.
Yeah. So
It's been done to death. All right.
I was just
He was
confirming that jinn can have intercourse.
just one gin at a time, just giving them a ride. That's why he was so tired, man. That's and the pain. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh,
Heavy.
I found even weirder stuff, but never mind. I'm
Okay.
I want to hear the weirder stuff. I want the weirder stuff.
I sympathize with Judas because I don't think he did it to be evil. He wanted more proof and he paid the ultimate price. I just hope that when Christ descends in those three days, he saved
I don't
Judas.
think that's what's. Yeah.
It's not.
You're all getting mad. Oh, whoa, I was defending Judas. What the fuck, you know? Good thing you paid $10. I don't think I would have even accepted this one. Are you seriously not? What is this guy talking about?
It's nowhere implied. It's nowhere implied in the text. It doesn't say that. It says he was taking money.
He was a thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He clearly had his eyes set on.
Oh, I don't know. What are we doing for 2K? The panel thing, maybe. Does that work? I don't know. I hadn't even thought about it, to be honest. I guess I should do some kind of thing, right?
Something, whether I think it was a plot of land personally, and his covetous problem led to all the actions that he did to the point where the devil had entered into him, and I mean, he became an instrument of Satan.
And if you want the devil to enter you through the butt, go to adamandeve.com. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway.
Perform the very thing that happened. So I think he got what he wanted, and once he got it, he threw the money back at the religious leaders following the prophecy of Zechariah and Jeremiah together, because what he got was what he wanted. And when
I hope the devil enters me.
he got it, he realized he didn't really want it that badly because of the consequences of sin, which is the lesson of sin all the time. You can crave something and do all that you can and knock everybody over to get it. Once you get it, it's not going to satisfy you. And then he went out and hung himself.
Oh my gosh, Tsunami, that's brilliant. If I was a drag queen, I would be named Judas Garland. And I'd sing gospel songs, but as a drunk drag version of Judy Garland. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. Yes. We need to make this happen.
Yeah.
That's
It
good.
said Satan entered his heart. I mean, that doesn't just happen. It was one day you wake up and Satan enters your heart because you just wanted more proof.
I mean, have you seen The Exorcist? It does happen. Okay.
Um,
You turn green and your eyes turn yellow.
you have to be yielding to Satan in order for him to get that much of a foothold to.
Where are you getting these rules from? What? You're just, dude, somebody over here is just making shit up now.
Possess you to betray the Savior. So
If you're a Gnostic, you do sympathize with Judas because in the Gospel of Judas, he is not a villain, he's a victim. Jesus made a deal with him on the side that if he would betray him and do all this stuff, the others would not understand it, but he'd be promised all these great kingdoms of rulership in the afterlife. But remember that
John, take it easy, man.
Gnostic theology is Jesus is stuck in a body, he's got to get out. So
I want to read the Gospel of Judas. I didn't even know that was a gospel. That's awesome.
to kill him was actually helping him. So yeah, I mean, if you're reading the Gospel of Judas, you're right. But if you're reading the four Gospels in our canon, then no, he was exactly as John beats up on him more than anybody. He makes sure to give you his feelings.
See, this was like, it's funny because like this is exactly what I was thinking. I always was, as a Christian, when I was thinking about this, and then I was also thinking about Peter, right? Because Peter, it seemed like how stupid you got to be? Like what did everything just fall out of his fucking head? How did he forget that Jesus had just told him that he's going to deny him 3 times or whatever, right? I never understood that. Is it like, was Jesus like controlling him like a puppet master or something? Or did he just forget? Did God just like, pull it out of his brain and make him forget that that was what was going to happen? And same thing with Judas, because Jesus does the same thing then too. He's like, hey, what are you guys going to betray me? And then doesn't he say who it is? Like, that's you. You're going to betray me. Right. And then Peter, he's like, you're going to deny me 3 times. And he's like, no, I will not. And everything. But like, then they both do the things. And like, oh, like, did they forget Jesus said that? Or were they not in control of their actions? Because I always thought as a Christian that they just weren't in control of their actions. And I was like, what if God just does that to me? What if I end up being like the prophet for the Antichrist or something without being able to help it, right? Like, it's just, I want to be a Christian, I want to be this good person, whatever. And then all of a sudden, out of, I'm not even in control of it, and I'm just a prophet for the Antichrist, and it's like, I can't do anything about it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Because it's just like, oh, well, God just needed that person in the plan. And then they just end up doing the stuff. Like, it doesn't, I don't know.
Things about Judas every time he comes up. And when he's not even talking about that Judas, he doesn't even call him by his other names. Judas, not Iscariot. So just to make sure you know.
Well, there were 2 Judases. Okay. Which is kind of weird. Okay. That there were multiple Judases. Like, there was one. The other one was constantly like, no, I'm not that one. Hey, wrong one. That's that other guy over there, the one with all the silver. See, he's got a big bag of silver. That's that guy. Okay. Jeez. Everybody's mixing me up with it. Fucking.
How do I become a priest? Also, let's play Fortnite and do a Fortnite stream together. I've never played Fortnite ever once in my life.
Okay, sounded judgy. All right. Fortnite is fucking amazing. I don't play it either. Okay, I'm not a loser. You know what I mean?
I read books. I don't have time to do a lot of video games.
Oh God, it got so much worse than I was joking. Hold on, let me hear the whole thing.
How do I become a priest? Also, let's play Fortnite and do a Fortnite stream together. I've never played Fortnite ever once in my life. I read books. I don't have time to do a lot of video games.
It's a broad question.
I read fucking books, dipshit. Okay, you moron. Go read a fucking book, you lazy butt.
Once we our Discord server is live for our Patreon supporters.
Oh, and dude, I was like, hey.
Normal supporters.
You want to advertise it right now?
I mean, nothing wrong. Like, honestly, I really don't play video games, but like, I kind of wish I did. I don't, they're expensive. That seems to be the big thing holding me back. Same reason why I don't have tattoos right now.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So for any
fucking pricey, dude.
Supporters, if you have not gotten an email with the link to the Discord server, email Matt@inspiringphilosophy.com and he'll get you access. I think Matt said it was the $25 tier.
When you guys can, they don't have a Discord? Wow, that's pathetic.
Gets you early access. And then I think next week sometime, possibly Matt can correct me if I'm wrong, is when we'll launch it to everybody. That's related to Fortnite as well.
Fortnite, it's free? I didn't know that. I see. Apple said, not sure where Stephen was going with that, but the Gnostics were so diverse in their beliefs. It's weird to make any single claim about them, really. And the Gnostics, that's like where you get the Gospel of Judas and shit. It's actually, I want to read that. I want to read. Now I'm like, my interest has peaked.
Because if you want to play Fortnite with me, I will download Fortnite and play with you on the Discord server.
Okay.
I'm just not gonna be that good at it.
If you want access to the Discord server, go to Patreon, link below, donate, and you'll get access to that.
I can't get over the prices here. That's just insane. And they got it set up for a monthly, and 50 is the lowest. I can't, I guess at least they got it. Or quarterly. What the fuck is a quarterly? What is that? Like once every 3 months, you $50. What? Weird.
Is that correct, Than? Do they donate?
Yes.
They'll get access.
Yeah, so you'll get directions when you join as well, and Matt will help. But the basic idea is once you get access, complete the onboarding process, and then there's gonna be a support tab where you can create a ticket and just say,
It's more like a school of thought. Oh, the Gnostics, yeah.
I'm a supporter.
Yeah.
Matt will verify your email
50 is the lowest.
address, and then you'll be granted the special privilege of the VIP access and special privileges in the server.
So if you want to gain access to the Discord server with Than, and I'm supposed to show up sometimes,
and he will take off whatever you want, and you can tell him what to do. You know,
I've been told I have to. Yeah, sign up
he's got like a webcam and everything
to donate. You get that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
sure
be
there's
doing
all
lots
kinds
of
of
stuff in
all moist.
there with you guys.
all kinds of dirt you could probably find in there and stick it to you guys. Just kidding.
Imagine
You want to stick it to the guys. Stick it in the guy. Or yeah. Anyway, never mind. You know what? Fuck it. Forget it. I lost it. Oh, but if you want to hit that like button, I'd appreciate that. God, I forget to do all the things. I forget every YouTube thing I'm supposed to do. And if you like this, you should subscribe as well. Okay, like, subscribe, comment below, and share the stream around. Is that everything? That's everything, right? Yeah. No, that's it.
in being a priest, the most boring life ever, sit in church all day.
Goist.
Stare at a wall. Yeah, that's all priests do. I mean, obviously. What else do they do? Nothing.
It's gooey and moist, all in one word.
They're walls.
Oh,
Okay. All right, let's get to this video. Okay, so before all this stuff went down with MythVision, Steven messaged me and he's like, hey, I want to respond to this video.
Holy shit, it took a long time to get here. Okay.
It's
Wow.
on MythVision TV. Was Christianity built on a mistaken identity, Paul or Apollonius? And Robert Price, who's back, was making the claim that there's correlations between Paul and Apollonius. And I was like, sure, yeah, well, let's do it. So that's what we lured you in with all the atheist updates and their fighting, and to teach you biblical aspects, biblical scholarship.
And now you're going to fucking promote the guy, the racists? Are you serious? What a fucking...
So, haha, we fooled you. Now you're here for the real stream. So let me get into this video here.
No, I don't think we're out of here. Anyway, how long have we been doing this? Yeah, I'm not trying to hear that weirdo say anything. Like, so every time I see him, I'm like, I wish he would just get eaten by a dinosaur all of a sudden. I don't know why. It's a weird thing. I'm just like, feel like he should just get eaten by a dinosaur. Whenever I see him.
This is on MythVision TV. I've linked it below.
It's like a cane. He walks around with a cane.
Oh, hope I did.
A little mosquito in there.
Hope I didn't forget. Pretty sure I did. Okay. Anyway, so link below.
Oh, almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I did. Good. All right. Let's get into this. And let me know when you guys want to.
Wow. So he's like promoting him. God damn. That's funny. So Derek, I guess has got his right-wing Christian promotion going on here. That's why Captain Dadpool is like, I gotta cover this, guys. They're propping him up now. It's like, cool, man, you made the right decision, bro. You're gonna be one of us before you know it. And he's just like, yep, I will be any day now. But anyway, but if you want to do butt stuff, I don't know, like go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley, BRENTLY, at checkout. That's my name. I'm Brentley. And it's adamandeve.com is America's #1 adult toy dispensary. Save yourself a trip to that sticky store. It's right on the main drag. Everybody can see you. Everybody knows your car, points to it. Anyway, just save yourself all that guff and have it sent directly. The packages are discreet. They come quickly, and so can you. Go to adamandeve.com, enter that code word Brentley, and get your butt some stuff. Also, if you want to, like I said, like and subscribe. If you're not, if you like this kind of content, at the moment, kind of just doing a lot of live stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I'm still working on some stuff behind the scenes, but it's taking me a little bit longer than usual to get the pre-recorded type stuff out there. So a lot of live streams, right? That's what we're doing. So if you like this, it's like interactive, hanging out, all that type of stuff. You should subscribe, right? We have a lot of fun. It's just kind of goofing off, reacting to stuff, It's a little bit more lighthearted than most of the shows, I think. But yeah, and but if you want to support us, you can support us by supporting our sponsor, adamandeve.com, or you can do a bunch of other stuff, right? You can become a patron at patreon.com/bunkapostate. You can do a one-time payment on Cash App. Our cash tag is bunkapostate. You can become a member, and that you get all sorts of stuff if you become a member, right? You get there's a lot of streams that go straight to members only as soon as they're done being live, so you get access to all of those. There's also live streams that are just for members. Those are a lot of fun, and you of course get access to that. You also get pre-recorded stuff early when it's released, and there's other videos that are just for members. So a lot of good stuff, But let's see. Oh, and if you want to email me, you can email me at punkapostate@gmail.com. Right. If you want to join our Discord, you can do that. Right. It's the link will be below, and you can follow me on all the socials, and all those links will be below. So yeah. Hey, but you know, the main thing is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate, and we will see you next time.